Hey everyone, it's Eddie Campos. I'm here at Maddie and Bella's on St. Clair Street in downtown Toledo. We're here to interview Ken Wood with the Martin+Wood Appraisal Group. We've got 4 great episodes for you. Let's go inside and get started. Hey everyone, it's Eddie Campos here with RE/MAX Preferred Associates. We're on episode 36 of Coffee with Eddie. We're back at Maddie and Bella's on St. Clair Street, and I'm interviewing Ken Wood with the Martin+Wood Appraisal Group. And today, Ken, I wanted to ask you some more detailed questions regarding appraisals. So there's VA appraisal, there's FHA appraisal, there's conventional appraisal, there's tax appraisal. What is the difference between all of these?
In terms of the valuation, at the end of the day, the value could be the same. Really, the big difference with VA and FHA, which is about 40% probably of all transactions, is the inspection process. For VA and FHA, the appraiser is required to look at certain items. For instance, there cannot be any peeling, chipping, loose paint. And if the house was built before 1978, chances are that has lead-based paint.
Sure.
So the lender will require the house to be repainted and the appraiser to re-inspect the property to make sure that, again, there's no loose, chipping paint. That also, that's inside, outside, and that includes any outbuildings.
Okay.
And also in our report, we will identify those locations for the realtor and the homeowner to go back and clean those areas up.
So they're primarily looking for things like chipped and flaking paint and probably safety issues then?
Correct. Safety is another item. For instance, maybe you have a real steep stairwell with no handrail. Now, handrails are not required, however, unless it's a safety issue. The other item would be all the mechanicals have to be on in working condition. The appraiser is not going to turn on, the water is not on. So that is something that the realtor and the homeowner has to do.
Right.
And then the other item is a head and shoulders viewing of the attic. So there has to be adequate access for the appraiser. And then same thing with the crawl space.
Okay. So when it comes to an FHA and VA appraisal and you talk about this inspection, it's not like the home inspection somebody's getting done where it's 2 or 3 hours long. It's a little less invasive then. Right?
That is correct. In fact, in our appraisals, we like to call it viewing.
Viewing?
Yeah,
that
versus
makes
an
sense.
inspection, because we are not home inspectors.
Right.
And I highly recommend home inspectors.
Right.
I personally, I've been in real estate for 30 years, and I still, on every property, I will get a home inspection.
Sure. Well, yeah, it's a great opportunity to truly see what's going on behind the scenes of a home.
Right.
So what about tax appraisal then? I'll go on the listing and somebody will say, well, my tax appraisal says my home is worth $150,000, and Eddie, you're telling me it's $130,000 to $140,000. Why aren't they the same?
Typically, they're not the same. They are doing a mass appraisal where basically it's just based on statistics. Whereas our appraisal, somebody is actually going to physically walk through the home. The auditors, the auditors, they do not necessarily always know the condition. Maybe there's been updates to the home. Maybe there's deferred maintenance. Maybe the basement's full of water.
Sure. And we're in a revision year this year.
Correct.
So appraisals for the auditor's department are typically 3 years behind at maybe any given point for a listing.
That is correct. In Lucas County, I think they do a really nice job of valuing the properties. However, values go up and they go down. Right. And that's what we've seen significantly over the last 10 years.
Well, and a home is an investment. It's your number one investment in most cases, and investments go up and investments go down.
Correct.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. This has been episode 36. We've been talking with Ken Wood with the Martin+Wood Appraisal Group. Next month, we'll be speaking with Dietrich Hickey at Serenity Health Spa. Take care. Well, that was a great 4 episodes. We learned a lot about appraisals today. We spoke with Ken Wood at the Martin+Wood Appraisal Group and seeing how appraisals affect the real estate sales today. I hope you guys learned something. If you've got any questions, please just send a message down on Facebook to me or on LinkedIn or Twitter, and I'll try to get those answered quickly for you as possible. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next month.